today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Now they'll be led out by their quarterback, a former Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year from the University of Washington. It's Jake Browning.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it, because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Here's Browning. And this one is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Miami defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. To throw, Browning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this returnable for Hill. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
First and goal from the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Browning. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Browning. That is caught. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Duvernay. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Right back to him on first down. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
On first down, back to Achane. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tip Ryman taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Browning. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Browning working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You talk about this Miami defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 43 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
On 1st down, Browning. This will be caught just inside the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Operating from the gun, Browning. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. One play, 75 yards. And the Dolphins take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Browning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion
for enough yardage for a first down.
To throw on third down, Browning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Room past the 35. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run on first down with Wright.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll go again here with Wright.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score.
Tip Ryman
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Williams being motioned left.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete till again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13. So let's get
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime. Time to get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Again, it's Achane.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one is right through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the... Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York set to take... Williams, the man in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Hill going to go in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
173 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now Hurts changing up the play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Xavier Legette.
34 yards.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So out now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And the Jets set to take the field.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now out come. Hurts going to move him around.
63.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man. That's Liggett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's what we got.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Dolphins. Xavier Worthy, an even 90 yards. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive. At the 30. The New York set to take the field. There are many. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Cowboy 80, trap 60, trap 60. Mike 56, Mike 56. Stop your line. Rig alert, rig alert. 56 is the Mike. So,
They go play action here on first down in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.